Welcome again. This is a very short video just depicting a couple of modifications that I made based on some customer requests to give you an idea of how some of the terrain in the TerranScapes store could be modified to meet your particular gaming needs. This customer in question already has a set of the Martian board, the modular Martian board set, which includes, here I'm just showing you the rock board. This is a standard board in the set. And he wanted to add the crater board, which has been in the verdant board set, which is in the green sort of motif with grasses and other foliage. So it's an easy thing to shift over to match the Martian set. And what I've done is also I've been kind of experimenting with adding blast markers, blast sort of imagery in the craters by using some weathering powders, and I'm still perfecting it. I think this looks a little bit better than some of the ones I've done in the past. I've really been trying to darken the center and give that radial spray look that, you know, as pieces of debris have flown out, they've left scorch marks, and you can see how that is in its current state. And also he wanted me to make a set of jungle foliage to match the Martian board set. So I based it on some foam to allow me to implant the foliage into the base, and then in my typical jungle scheme, which involves picking from over a dozen different kinds of artificial foliage to give it a very dense, very varied, what's the word I'm looking for, biologically rich sort of piece. He's actually produced some jungle foliage for his own board set and based it to match, and he's done a pretty good job of matching it to the board set, and has some other pieces that he's done to match that. And I'm going to put a link up to his blog so that you can see some of the pictures, see how one customer has taken some TerranScapes terrain, added to it for his own purpose. And here we see a second example of modifications made to create a new look for pieces actually pulled from the Martian board set again. So this customer wanted to include the mine opening piece, which is sort of a mesa with some sculpted bits with a wood framed opening into a mine shaft. He also wanted a Martian rock board, and he wanted a set of razor wire stands and some of my craters as well. But he, very close to when I was finishing the order, emailed me and indicated that he would actually like it more in a rocky, and what I've done in the past, sort of an ash wasteland scheme. So this has gotten some gray dry brushing with some lighter highlights, some brownish patches with some red highlights in them to sort of break that up and give it a more interesting visual appeal. So what I did then is I sort of modified the color of the rocks, brought them up to be a little bit brighter so they stand out from the overall base color, which I've done with the mesa as well, the mine opening. And I did a little experimenting with the colors. I've been trying to use a stain on the wood, which it didn't really come out dark enough, so I actually went back over it and re-highlighted it with some Diluvian mud from GW, and then used the weathering stain that I purchased as a final wash over that, and I think it gave it a very nice effect. I chipped it a little bit to give it a more of a worn appearance, and then some of that Diluvian mud can fill in there, give it some shadows, some shading to bring out its visual interest. And you can see the razor wire was based as well to match that. So any of the pieces that you see in the store can be modified, you know, at no extra charge most of the time, to create an entirely new look for the pieces, or to bring some of the new pieces that get developed to match your existing terrain if you've already purchased some, or in fact to match any terrain that you've already developed for yourself. And you can always send me, you know, photos, color swatches, actual pieces sometimes if I need to see it in hand, because colors can sometimes be modified in photos, so that we can match it to whatever your needs are, so that we can bring your table to the edge of reality. So if you are interested in seeing any of the current products that TerranScapes has made, or you want to see some things that have been modified, you can check some of those things out in the custom gallery. And of course you can always keep your eye out for more videos on YouTube. As new projects are completed, I will always be posting new videos to show you some of those changes, some of the design ideas that I had when I put them together, and give you a forecast of some things to come. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.